Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we go. We haven't even finished the last tournaments yet, and we're on to the next week's ones. These ones, we've got 4 to get through. We're concerned that obviously there's a very busy schedule for the evening. We're going to try and squeeze all of these ones in one draw preview. We obviously have the 2 Moscow tournaments for the men's and the women's. We also have Antwerp and we have Tenerife for the ladies. So it's going to be frantic. It's going to be thick. It's going to be fast, but we're going to get through it, JG.
Yeah, and we're doing it all from the app now. So we're not using the old GTL bracket. That's the thing of the past. Make sure if you haven't already, I'm assuming loads of you have, download the TNNS app. I think I had an extra N there for no reason. But the link is in the live chat. It's also in the description. Download it for free, Android or Apple, and you can enter our league and see how you get on. So I'm on there right now, funny enough. And if you hit tournaments this week in play, you can see them all there. So we've got the Kremlin Cup, as Ben said. That's going to be the biggest tournament, it seems, because that's a WTA 500. We've got the European Open, which is held in Antwerp. That's an ATP 250. We've got the Tenerife Ladies Open, which is WTA 250, and the Kremlin Cup for the men's, which is a 250. So interesting off the bat that the women's Kremlin Cup has more points than the men's one.
Yeah, a little bit interesting. It probably looks like the field represents that a little bit as well, because on the women's side, it looks pretty stacked, if I'm honest. The men's side could be more stacked, but I still think there's a few
withdrawals. There has been a few withdrawals. And to start things off, I'm not sure where you want to go first.
I was going to say, let's start men's Kremlin Cup, then we'll go women's Kremlin Cup, then Antwerp, and then we'll go on to Tenerife at the end.
Okay, I like that. So start off with the men's Kremlin Cup.
Yep, so here we go is the past winners. Mannarino seems to like getting to the final here by the looks of it. He's been there the last 2 times it's been played and lost both times to a Russian in the final. Rublev bageled him in the last final, and Khachanov was 2-2. So he's only won 4 games each time he's played in the final against a Russian. Is he in the tournament? That's the thing. We'll have keep an eye out for Mannarino. Seems to like it here.
Yeah, I'm having a little look myself, mate. So on the app, you can see players and you can have a look at all the seeds. I'm just trying this out myself for the first time. It's a brilliant app. I really do like it. So you can see a bit of everything. So we've got the 8 seeds here. The number 1 seed going to be Rublev. Aslan's in there as well. Khachanov, the previous champion in 2018. And then the qualifiers. The qualifiers for this one are Borna Gojo. We've got Damir Zmer, Igor Gerasimov, and, of course, the one and only, the friend of the podcast, Ilya Marchenko. He has qualified for the Kremlin Cup. Could he go all the way and win it?
Oh, he's done great, I think. Well done. Big shout out to Ilya. He beat Yuri Rodionov today in the second round of the qualifying. And I can't remember, who's it he beat in the first round? He did a really great performance in that one. He breadsticked Rodionov in the second set. Radu Albot, that was it. He beat Radu Albot in that first round of qualifying. We'll be cheering him on. So it'd be interesting to see who he's playing in this tournament as well.
Well, I don't want to give it away too much, but looking at it here, it's a seeded player and it could be pretty tough. That's all I'm going to say. You'll have to wait to find out who Ilya's going to be facing. So that's the qualifiers. That's the previous winners. I think it's a good thing to note here that Mannarino does well and the Russians in Rublev and Khachanov. There's going to be no Medvedev this year at the Kremlin Cup. So let's see, out of the ones left, who we think is going to win the whole thing. So make sure if you're on the app on your phone, you hit the fantasy section. For a start, you hit Browse Leagues if you're not in the Game to Love League already, and join Game to Love. I think we have 187 members. Hopefully we can get to a 200 after this podcast. The time people will catch up and watch it all, we should be able to get there. and
Yep.
make sure you put your picks in. So to make the picks, we're going to go first off to the Kremlin Cup ATP. So I'm going to tap that now. And we're through here to Ben's screen. Andrei Rublev, the #1 seed. And right at the bottom, Aslan Karatsev, the #2.
Indeed. And as you can see there, Rublev has a bye through the first round. He will play potentially. There's that man we were talking about, Manarino. He has a draw against Roman Safulin, though, in the first round. Neither player in good form. He's lost his last 2, Safulin, but Manarino lost his last 3. I'm going to stick with Manarino because he's been in the final the last 2 times it was played. So I'm going with him.
And that's going to be a repeat of last year's final, if we get it. Rublev's Manarino, second round.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, 2019, wasn't it? I think it got cancelled. Yeah, the last time it was played anyway. And we got Federico Coria, not seen his name for a while. And he's going to be up against someone I'm going to struggle to pronounce. Alibek Hachmazov, wild card into the event. I'm not sure what ranking. He's 624th in the world, Hachmazov. And he's been playing pretty well, it looks like. But I think he might have just got to a final. Yeah, he did in ITF, but lost to Bobrov. And I'm no idea who that is. He beat Benjamin Locke.
I know Bobrov.
Yeah, he beat Locke.
Yeah, listen, there's some decent players, but I don't think they're the level of Coria, so I'm going to be picking him.
Same.
So where are we now? So last one of this section, Donskoy, Ivashka.
It's tough.
Could Donskoy do it in Russia? I think it might take a set, but I think Ivashka's ultimately been a bit too strong this year, and I'm going to be going for Ivashka here.
Yeah, I mean, their head-to-head is 2-2, which is quite crazy. But the last time they played, Ivashka beat him 2-0. I'm going to be sticking with that. Sorry, Evgeny, friend of the pod. I'm going to be putting through Rublev to beat Manarino again. Sorry, Manarino. Don't think it changes. And I'm going to have Ivashka to meet Rublev.
Yep, me too, mate. Exactly the same.
Moving on down.
So not much change, not much just different there for me and you, it seems.
Nah, I don't think. I think it sort of picks itself a little bit. Some quality players there. Guido Pella against Pedro Martinez. 2 clay court players against each other here. There's part of me. So I'm going to go for Pella in this one.
I've done the same. I thought Pedro Martinez would be the wise choice, but Pella, I don't know, he seems to pick up a few results recently when no one thought he gave him much of a chance. So
yeah,
I'm going to go for Pella here. I'll have Tommy Paul beating Ulmer.
That's a tough one. I think Tommy Paul's been in better form, so yeah, I'd go with him as well.
Cilic versus Zmer. We've not seen Cilic for a bit now, have we?
It's true. We haven't seen Cilic for a hot minute. He's up against Damir Jamur, and Jamur, he's been very active, but I wouldn't say he's been very 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, that type of thing. Cilic has lost his last 3. I think he might have too much for Damir, though.
But he is injured as well. The last time we saw him play was at the US Open, where he retired against Kohlschreiber. Before that, lost to Ivashka and lost quite comfortably against Rublev. I'll go for Cilic on this occasion, but I'm not that convinced. I think the big reason I've been sort of skewed by Davor here, he's got a new name in the chat, MUFC USA. But this is Davor. So shout out to you, mate. And he's saying Cilic to head the section. Of course he is. And listen, I'll do it just for you.
Well, he's saying his wife just had a child. Cilic is fine. Okay. Well, maybe he's got other thoughts on his mind other than tennis at the moment. I'm actually going to have Cilic going out to Tommy Paul. I don't know where his head's going to be if that's the case. And I'll have Krajinovic knocking out Pella.
I'm going to go Krajinovic, and I'm going to believe in Cilic.
Okay. Good man. Moving down. Oh, Bublik versus Marchenko.
There he is.
That's a tough. I don't think anyone would want Marchenko as their first round draw. Especially he's played 2 matches and won convincingly in both of his matches. I'm actually going to go for the upset here, and I'm backing Marchenko to knock out Bublik. Yeah.
I don't think I can. I'm going to have to be going for Bublik, Ben. But I can see it happening. I think Marchenko takes a set, makes it. He could even be like serving for the match or something. But Bublik might just find a way. Moving down, I'm going to go. This could surprise you. I'm going to go Bonzi to knock out Millman.
Yeah, I'm going to go Millman. I think it's a safer bet, but Bonzi, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it. Duckworth's back again. Oh, there's another Croatian as well, a qualifier, born a Gojo. I know you like him. He's been beating Polmans and Barankis in the qualifying.
How
Duckworth
far
lost.
can he go, guy?
Well, yeah. I think I'm going to be going with Duckworth. I've been more impressed with his body of work recently. He obviously beat Rusevori and beat Pear in Sofia.
Yep, agreed. I'm going to be doing the same. So I have a pretty similar matchup here. It's only the top one we have very different. You've got Marchenko Millman. I've gone for Public Bonzi. So you've gone for the M's, I've gone for the B's.
That's true. And I'm actually going to be going for Marchenko to go through against Millman as well. Okay. I think he's going to have a little run here.
It's interesting you've done this because I'm going to be doing the same. But this time Bonzi. I think Bonzi beats Bublik.
Oh.
I'm going for a Bonzi run.
The double B. Hatchinov, Duckworth. I think Hatchinov, I believe in him still. I think he has enough to beat Duckworth.
Especially in Russia too, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Moving down. Laszlo Djere, Gilles Simon. That one's a bit of a weird one for me. I don't know which way I really... see, I think Simon's been in terrible form, so I'm just going to go Djere based on that.
Okay, that cements it for me. I'm definitely going Gilles Simon. Because if you've gone against him, Gilles Simon's 100% going to upset you. I might even go for a Gilles Simon run here. He's due a good... He's due a few good wins. He's not had one for a while.
Do you know his form? And I don't want to do this.
Yeah, but the problem is, don't look at Gilles Simon's form. He's not a man of form.
It's true.
He could just pull out a result when he feels like it. This could be a Gilles Simon tournament.
I just need to do this just for the viewers because they're not going to believe me otherwise. I just need to just show them what I'm looking at.
Well, I'm picking him.
So that you can see the current form of Gilles Simon. This is what's happened since the early part of the year. He's won... Since February, he's won 3 matches, and there's a hell of a lot of red in there. I don't know how many in a row that was there, but he's on another skid. He's on a 4 losing skid.
He beat Rinderknecht, though. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I know. It's strange, isn't it? It's not a good run, though. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I'll come off that. I'm feeling bad for...
Look, he took a set off there of Basashvili.
I feel like I'm just digging him out a bit too much, and I like Gilles. But
well, this is his moment to get some green. I'm telling you now, if you want to be brave, guys, pick Gilles Simon. You won't be disappointed. Remember this podcast? Gilles Simon is going to beat Djere, and he's going to beat him convincingly. We could even see a breadstick in there.
Wow, JG throwing out a interesting view. McDonald versus Nishioka. I'm going Mackenzie McDonald on this one.
Yep, me too.
Gerasimov. Kekmanovic. Tough one, that. I think
I've been a bit disappointed with Miomir Kekmanovic recently. He's a young player who has showed a lot of promise, but just been a bit off the pace. And same with Gerasimov. I think ever since he got thumped by Karatsev at the start of the year, he's been a bit unrecognisable. Saying that though, because remember Gerasimov, how much we had a lot of hype for him. He looked like he was unplayable at that period. It was like him and Medvedev were doing great on the hard courts, but he's not found that for a while. I'm going to go for Miomir here, Kekmanovic.
I'm actually going to go the other way. I think just based upon the fact that he's had to qualify, Gerasimov, he's won a couple of games. I think he might continue it. He's up against Karatsev next, though, and that's a matchup again of the Australian Open, and I think Karatsev does him again.
Yeah, agreed. Aslan does him, and I'm going to have Gilles Simon going out here. He's got through a round, but then he's going to go back to the red, and Mackenzie McDonald's going to advance.
I'm having the same. So McDonald Karatsev there, making up that 3rd round matchup. So we'll have to go back to the top again.
Yeah, it's quarter-final time now, and we've still got all the Russians in. Both of us do.
Yes.
Well, we know how well they do in this tournament. They've won 2 of the last years. Are they going to keep going? I'm going to have Rublev beating Ivashka at the top.
Yeah, same here.
I'm going to go Marin Cilic to keep going. He's going to beat Krajinovic.
I'm going to go Krajinovic here. I think it's the sensible pick. moving down.
Bonzi Hachanov. I'm going to go Hachanov.
I got Marchenko versus Hachanov here.
Go on, Marchenks. Can he do one more round? Just think Indian Wells, Ben, how crazy that was.
I know, it's tough though, because it is in Russia, and that's the only thing which is putting me off. I think Hachanov's serving's too big. That's the only thing that I worry for. And then we got Karatsev down the bottom, and I can't go against him. He beats McDonald.
So we've got some pretty similar ones, I think. Just a few differences. Semi-final times, I've got Rublev, Cilic, and at the bottom, Hachanov, Karatsev. So I've got a lot of the Russians still here.
Yeah.
Well, all of them.
I think I've got the top 4 in the semis, which is a bit predictable. But I think that it could happen. I'm going to have Rublev beating Krajinovic.
Yeah. I'm going to have Rublev beating Cilic.
And then the big question is, does Hachanov defeat Karatsev? Is Aslan back as good as we thought he was? That is the big question. So I'm a bit torn on this one.
Well, I'm going to go first then. I'm going Aslan Karatsev. We know he beats all the other Russians. He just loves it. It's in Russia as well. This is Aslan's tournament to lose. He's trying to close the gap and try and get to the race to Turin. I think Aslan beats Hachanov into the final against Rublev, and then he wins the whole thing and beats Rublev as well. So I'm going to have Aslan Karatsev winning a lot.
I'm going to have Hachanov beating him just because he's the champion from 2018. So we're going to have the champion from 2018 versus the champion from 2019 playing each other in the final. And Andrei Rublev wins it again. There you go.
Oh, he's gone Rublev. He's gone the number 1 seed. Boring Ben is back officially. I've gone for number 2 in Aslan. So let us know in the live chat who you've gone for. We've got Gene here saying he's gone for Krajinovic Karatsev final. Who do you have winning the whole thing though? He's got Krajinovic beating Cilic. That's interesting. I think there's a few different options, but I'll be surprised if no one's got a few of them big Russians in the final. There's so many good ones there, and then 3. I would be definitely very surprised if we don't see one of them, if not both, 2 of them in the final.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, mate. I think that there's definitely going to be a Russian in the final for sure. Well, I think we should move on briskly.
Dark horse,
to the dark horse. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Move on to give our little selection. I've gone out here. Well, I think I'm going to have to go Marchenko.
Yeah, and I'm going to go Bonzi. It picks itself. We've both gone for, in that little section, as an opportunity arising. I really like Bonzi. He's a brilliant player. He's played a lot of challenges this year and done very well in the challenges. So I like him on the hard courts. And I think, secretly he's ready now for the step up in the ATP tour and play some of these sort of 250 events and go deep in them. So I like Bonzi, and I'm going to be picking him as my dark horse.
Nice. Sounds like a good choice. Right, I'll move away from that one now, and I'll just share.
Who's your dark horse to clarify? Oh, Marchenko.
Marchenko. Yeah, mate. Come on. Can't forget that one. Yes, right. I'm going to pull up the previous winners for the women's now as we go through this. As you can see here, we've got Belinda Bencic beat the Russian in the final, Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. And then we had Kasatkina was the winner the year before that against Ons Jabeur.
Oh, sad.
It's sad.
Ons came so close.
But Kasatkina made 2 finals in a row there.
Yep.
So that's pretty. So when was the last time there wasn't a Russian in the final? It looks like it was 2013.
Yep.
It's impressive.
Azarenka there won it in 2010.
Yeah. Look at that. Going back, there's some good names in there. Anyway, do you have any qualifiers for this one?
Yeah, I was getting mesmerized by the winners.
Yeah, no worries. Whilst we're doing that, I'm gonna have to enter all my brackets in again afterwards, unfortunately, because it doesn't save on this web version. That's fine. I'll have to go back and watch the video and do it all again.
So qualifiers, we've got a few more. We have Krunic, Kalinskaya, Bernarda Pera, Tezarenko, Selek, Metova, and Zeng. If I'm honest, looking at them, the ones what sort of jump out to me are Tezarenko, Pera, and Kalinskaya. I think they're the 3 who could do some damage. Hopefully, we know where they've been placed in the draw. And yeah, if we do, I think they could definitely do some damage if they've got a favourable first round. We've got some special entries here. Wild card, Anastasia Potapova, and we've also Annette Kontaveit been given I don't know, she's just been given entry into it. And Irina Bara has been a lucky loser. So Kontaveit's going to be here. The number 1 seed is going to be Sabalenka. We've got Muguruza, Sakari, Jabeur, Kerber, Rybakina, Halep, and obviously Kontaveit making up the final seed.
Yeah, hopefully all the brackets are all updated and stuff. I know that there was some people messaging me saying that there was some duplicate names and stuff in there. Hopefully that's all fixed, but we'll find out as we go through. But it all should be fixed and ready before the brackets go live anyway. So
yeah.
Right, I'll share the draw anyway, so that we can have a look. We know that Sabalenka, she is the number 1 seed. She will get a bye through the first round, and she will be facing
a difficult opponent in either Samsonova or Tomjanovic. I'm going to go Tomjanovic.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think she's been better in the recent weeks, beating people like Zidansek, Muguruza, people like that. So,
Cool. This is a tricky section here. You can see Ons Jabeur making up the bottom of it. You got Alex Androva in Russia. Daria Kasatkina, we know she does quite well here, is it right?
Yeah, Kasatkina. She's made 2 finals here. Won it once.
Well, I'm definitely going to be picking her. She seems to like it, and of course, I'll have to go Ons Jabeur.
Yeah, I mean we've got to. We've got to. The next one's the tough decision, though. I'm gonna have Sabalenka beating Tomjanovic here. That's not a given, though. I think that could be a real bracket winner. If you took the punt on Tomjanovic there, you might end up winning this bracket. But I'm not going to be that brave. I'm boring, so I'm going Sabalenka. And I'm actually going
to shout out to Gene though, quick. He's just saying Kerber has withdrawn. That's why Kontaveit's the 9th seed. Makes sense. Okay. Thanks for that.
Cheers, Gene.
I was trying to work it out, but that's the reason.
So we got Kasatkina, and I'm actually going to go Kasatkina to beat Jabeur just because we're in Russia.
Oh, mate, I'm going on Jabeur.
I know
I'm going for Jabeur Sabalenka for sure. Moving down the next section. Who do we have? We've got Sakari. She gets a bye through the first round. Yasomenska versus Kalinskaya. I'm going to be going Kalinskaya.
Yep.
And I'm going to go Kudermetova.
Yep.
To beat the qualifier. And the bottom one, Halep.
Yeah, definitely Halep for me there as well.
I think she showed just enough in Indian Wells, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think she
lost against Sasnovich, but Sasnovich was in, I don't know, she was just playing phenomenally well.
Yeah, I believe, this section, even though there's a lot of Russians in it, I don't think we're going to see many Russians coming out of it. And I'm going to have Sakari knocking out Kalinskaya. And unfortunately, I think Kudermetova is going to go out as well. I think that we're going to have a Halep and Sakari.
Yeah, it kind of picks itself. I'm going to be going for the seeds as well.
Yep. Rybakina, Vondrasova. You know where I'm going with that. So I know that it's probably tighter than I'm going to give it a credit for, but I can't.
Wasn't Rybakina injured though? Didn't she pull out the last match?
In her last match was against Putintseva. She just lost in straight sets.
I'm actually going to go Vondrasova here. May shock you a little bit.
Yeah, I think she's decent though. I'm going to have, I think, Serenko to beat Zhang.
Yep.
Next one's tough. Bernarda Pera, possibly. This one is a bit of a pick'em for me.
Yep. I'm going to go the same. And then have Pavlyuchenkova with the bye.
Yes, exactly. I'll have Rybakina, Pavlyuchenkova as the 2 heading that section to play each other.
Mine's going to be Vondrasova, Pavlyuchenkova.
Nice. Right. So we go down to this section. We got Annette Kontaveit. She's got the whole world at her feet. She's up against Siniakova. Not a real easy first round match.
Oh, my word. Look at these names.
I know.
You got Kontaveit, Ostapenko, and Muguruza all in the same section.
Mean, isn't it?
And we've got a few tricky ones in Siniakova, Martinkova, and Petkovic as well. This is a tough one. This is the section of death. Who comes out of this is unknown, to be honest. I don't have a clue.
I'll start you off. I'm going to Kontaveit to beat Siniakova. I'm a big fan. She impressed me as well in the last tournament. losing obviously to Ons Jabeur in the end.
Yep. I'm going to have Kontaveit as well. And then Ostapenko, Martin Kova beating the lucky loser to face Muguruza. And in that next round, let me just go to the next page. I'm going to have
Kontaveit to beat Ostapenko.
I'm going to go Ostapenko.
Muguruza to go through here. So Ostapenko, yeah, this is a bit of a bracket decider, I think, as well, down the bottom of the draw.
Ostapenko's just playing so well. Like, I don't know how she lost that last match, if I'm honest. She was playing brilliantly. Who did she lose to in the end?
Azarenka,
yeah.
Exactly. So moving all the way back to the top again.
Quarterfinals.
That's right. So we got Kasatkina, two-time finalist, one-time champ, up against Sabalenka here in Russia. I think I'm going to go Kasatkina to knock out Sabalenka here.
I'm going to go Ons Jabeur to beat Sabalenka.
God. I've got an idea of how this
number one seed, God.
Yeah, there you go. We both knocked out Sabalenka here. Kasatkina for me, the Russian I've gone with. Sakari,
I'm not sure which way you're going to go here. I really don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Sakari, Halep, because if Halep's back to form, I don't think this is an easy match, but I'm not sure that she is. And I think Sakari is going to be in better form.
I'm going Sakari as well.
Interesting. Moving down, Rybakina versus Pavlyuchenkova.
I've got Vondrasova, Pavlyuchenkova.
I'm going to go Pavlyuchenkova.
I'm going to go Vondrasova.
Just Russian fan. And then down the bottom for me is going to be Kontaveit versus Muguruza. That'd be a great match. Hope we can cover that. But I'm going to go Kontaveit to knock out Muguruza.
And I'm going Yelena Ostapenko knocking out Muguruza. So a bit of recency bias maybe in some of my selections. But I just can't help it. So my semi-final is going to be Ons Jabeur Sakari. And then the other semi-final is Vondrasova Ostapenko. I'm not going to waste your time, Ben. I'm going Ons Jabeur in the final. And I'm going Ostapenko in the final. And that is going to be a blockbuster. If we get Ons Jabeur Ostapenko final, the Kremlin Cup's going to come to life because we've got a lot at stake for Ons Jabeur here. Remember, she's trying to qualify for the race. She needs to go far here, and it's 500 points available for her in the rankings. And it's going to be good. So hopefully she can do very well. And I'm going for Ostapenko Ons Jabeur final.
All right, I'm going to go Kasatkina to knock out Sakari. And then I've got, am I going to have an all-Russian final? No, I'm not. I'm going to have a net Kontaveit to knock out Pavlyuchenkova. Okay. So I'm going to have a Kasatkina Kontaveit final.
Fair enough.
Well, how are you going with your final? Ons Jabeur versus, was it Ostapenko?
Yep.
Okay, go on then.
Ostapenko wins in straight sets. I'm going to be going for that. I think Ons loses the final. Sad. I thought she was a bit lightweight recently in that last match she played. She just didn't have the power to sort of keep with Badoza. And I know she does have the power, just seemed to be a bit fatigued. And I don't know, the drop shot, she went to it too many times and it wasn't really working for her. I think Ostapenko could just blow her off the court. I think we're going to have one of them Ostapenko tournaments, a bit like Bassasvili right now on the men's in Indian Wells.
Self-implode, you never know. She might fire herself off the court. She has the ability to do both, but she's in good form. So I'll look forward to it. I hope she's playing well, but not well enough to knock out my winner. I'm going to have a net Kontaveit winning it.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Dark horse time?
Yeah, dark horse. Let's have a little look. I think mine's pretty obvious, though, isn't it? It's Ostapenko. Am I allowed that?
I guess it's your winner. So...
Yeah, my winner is my dark horse.
Yeah.
If you're not letting me have that, I'll go
for me, then it's got to be. So
I'll go Vondrasova then.
Yeah. Good. I like it.
Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with the Kremlin Cup. I think we've covered it quite well. I'm happy with my finals. Just hopefully we get there. I feel confident that I can beat you in a few of these.
We've gone very different on that one. So one of us is going to do terribly, that's for sure. Sometimes it's me. Wait and see. On to the next tournament.
Just quickly, Gene here saying he's got Jabeur Kontaveit final.
Going mixed.
Almino's gone for a Kasatkina versus Pav all Russian final. That could easily happen. Gene going dark horse Samsonova. Yeah, it's in Russia as well. Samsonova, we're not really giving her much of a chance, but I think her draw's
True.
tough. That's why.
Well, let's move on. I know that we're a bit pushed for time. Move on to the European Open in Antwerp, and we'll have a look here. In the past, this was obviously where Andy Murray, he won his amazing comeback tournament here against Stan Wawrinka. Obviously beat Ugo Humbert in the round before.
Yep.
It was incredible. We thought Murray was back for good, but unfortunately more injury problems since then.
He's been back since then, though, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Playing
he
good.
has. Yeah, he has. He's been better, but there was that we just thought, oh, is he actually back now? But he wasn't yet. So he's been playing a lot better though recently. I've been impressed.
Yeah, and he gets a wild card in as well. We've got Andy Murray with a wild card, Gasquet with a wild card, and one of the ones I'm really excited about, Zizou Bergs gets the wild card. That's
Ooh.
amazing. So he could do some real serious damage in Belgium.
Any
I know we've
qualifiers
got Davor here asking what the league code or the name for the league is. All you have to do, Davor, is download the tennis app, TNNS, on Android or Apple, and just browse leagues and find Game to Love and join it like that. It's pretty simple. Let us know in the Discord if you have any issues and we can help you through it.
Yeah, indeed. So the qualifiers for this tournament, we've heard about the wild cards. Let's hear about the qualifiers.
We don't know yet. So with the qualifiers for this
Okay.
event, we don't know the finished. Well, we don't know who's qualified. Basically, I can have a look at some of the rounds. We've got Gombos as a potential, Brooksby as a potential, Heli Laxonen, Herbert, who beat Rune today, Nakashima. We've got Cabrera Buena, Seppi, Dennis Novak. It's basically going to be half of them.
Okay. It's not
So
too bad.
pick your
Not too
poison.
bad.
Some really good qualifiers. Really good ones.
Well, the Laxon and Hanfman GTL guests, they were up against each other, weren't they? Laxon and just got one over and on him there. But Brooksby, keep your eye on him. And Seppi, he had a great, wasn't it, US Open? So definitely keep an eye out for him too.
Yeah. So let's make our picks. Obviously, we don't know the qualifiers, but I feel like they're going to be kicking off. Let me just check. I think they're going to kick off the same time as the actual main play.
Ah, really?
So it's going to be a case of guessing, which is a bit annoying.
Yep, we're going to have to guess, unfortunately.
Or maybe not. That's a lie. So the main play was going to start at 3:00, 3:30, and we're going to have the qualifiers will finish at 1:30. So there's a little window where you'll be able to pick potentially.
Indeed. Right. Yannick Sinner, number 1 seed. He's looking to set up an all-Italian affair in the second round. Who's he going to be against, though? Mega or Musetti? That's the big question.
I'll go Musetti just for Thomas Rock.
I'm going to go Mega.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I don't know why. There's something he's not impressed
smart.
me. He's not impressed me, Musetti, recently. Moving down, Rinderneck versus Del Bonis. Now, that's a tough one for you, I know.
Yeah, that's hard. I find it so difficult, but I'm going to go Rinderneck.
I thought you might.
I feel like I'm going to have to go with the Bonzi hype, so now I'm going to go Rinderneck hype.
I'm going to take
they're the same player.
I'm going to take Del Bonis just because I know you would have probably picked him if he wasn't in against anyone else. So, Lajovic Gasquet. That's an interesting one. I'm going to go Gasquet.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. So then we got Yannick Sinner Mega. I think we're all going to pick Yannick Sinner.
Sinner Musetti. I'm going to be going. I'm going to have Rinderneck beating Gasquet. And then, sorry, I can't see your screen. Is that it then? I think that.
Yeah, I'm going to have Del Bonis actually beating Gasquet here.
Okay.
It's getting a bit weird, this one. Right, moving down. Batista Agut's back again. He'll get a bye, but he'll play either Martin Fucsovic or a qualifier. We know there are some good ones in there.
Yeah, this is a bit of a clay section.
Yeah, very much so.
But I'm going to go. So Agut gets to bye. The qualifiers are great. Does one of them beat Martin?
Well,
not sure. If it was Easy Bergs, I would go for it, but I don't know if it's going to be him. So I'll just go Martin for now. Oh shit! Oh, sorry. So I didn't see ZZ Bergs there.
It's right there.
Lloyd Harris, you serious?
Yeah, I know.
Can't
They've
even give
not
my
really
boy
done him.
Zizou a chance.
Not done him any favors at all, have they? So I'm gonna
That
go.
sucks, man.
I'm gonna go Ramos to beat Struff. I think just because Struff hasn't impressed me at all.
Yeah, I'll go Struff.
And I know you're gonna go for Bergs, maybe. I don't think he can beat Harris.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bergs.
Go on then. Why not? Have a punt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have Harris to meet a gut. Boring.
I think I'm gonna go pretty wild. Actually, I'm gonna go a Gut to beat Fucsovic, and I'm gonna have Bergs then beating Struff. So I'm gonna go for a ZZ Bergs a Gut.
If it gets past Harris, it's possible. Right. Opelks, he's up against a qualifier. I think he beats whoever it is with big serving.
I think he loses. I'm going to go qualifier.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. Poprin versus Van der Zandschulp. I'm going to go Van der Zandschulp.
Yep. And I'm going to go for Kina to beat Thompson.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. Garin for Kina. I'm actually going to go for Kina again.
No, I'm going Garin here.
Opelka Van der Zandschulp. I'm going to go Van der Zandschulp. Yeah, I know. He's doing it as well. Good. Yeah. Right, moving down. Alex, this is the last section. Alex de Minaur is up against a qualifier. I think I've been impressed by ADM recently, so he's going through for me.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
chance.
I'm going to have the qualifier beating Benoit Paire because I like the qualifiers so much.
Same.
You can't pick that right now, unfortunately, but I'll just put Paire in, but I will change that to qualifier. I'm going to have Murray beating TFO, Diego with the bye. So we're going to have Murray, Diego, Schwartzman at the bottom. And I've got Benoit Paire, de Minaur for now, but that's going to be qualifier. I will be putting probably the qualifier through, depending on who it is. It's really difficult to say, but most likely I will be putting him through because I'm not that convinced with de Minaur. So I'll just put Benoit Paire for now. Hopefully I do check this.
Yeah, I hope so.
Actually, I don't even need to. I'm not going to fill it in for now, but I will be putting the qualifier. I'm going to go Andy Murray. I'm going to go Schwartzman to beat Murray then.
Oh, I'm going to go
Murray. I'll go Murray. You've changed your mind. I'll go Murray. Yeah.
All right, he's going Murray. Good. That's what we like to hear. Andy Murray. He is the 2019 champion. Don't forget. Right, back to the top. We got Yannick Sinner versus Del Bonis. I'm going to Yannick Sinner. It's obvious, really. Lloyd Harris versus Batista Agut. I'm going Lloyd Harris.
I'm going to go Agut to beat Bergs.
Not Bergs.
I think he's run his race at this point.
He hits an iceberg, which is Batista Agut. Sinks. Right, moving down. Van der Zandschulp versus Fakina. I'm going to go Van der Zandschulp again.
I've got Van der Zandschulp versus Garin.
Okay.
I'm going to go Van der Zandschulp too.
Wow. High praise. And then Murray de Minaur, I'm going Andy Murray.
Yep, me too.
He's got a nice little draw here.
Yeah, Murray does have a nice draw. I like the look of it a lot.
I think TFO is probably the big danger. If he gets past him, I think he'll get on a nice run.
Okay.
So, semi-final time. Yannick Sinner versus Lloyd Harris at the top of the screen. That would be quite the final. Semi-final, rather. Quite the final.
It would be quite a final.
It would be quite a final if they could meet there.
Yeah, there'll definitely be some cheating going on if they made that the final. Mine's Sinner Agut. I'm actually going to go Sinner gets knocked out. I'm going to be going Agut.
I don't think it's going to be possible. I think he uses his experience to keep growing. He's won a few tournaments already now. He's starting to rack them up, Yannick Sinner. I think this type of tournament sort of made for him a bit. It's not too difficult a route to that final.
We've got Gene there saying Lloyd beats Sinner.
Oh,
interesting. He's saying his coach is Belgium.
Oh, well, Andy Murray, Van der Zandschulp down the bottom.
I got the same.
I've got to go for Mr. Murray.
Yeah, I'm going to have Murray as well. I'm going to go for a final of a Goot Murray.
Sinner Murray. Can he? I don't know. If you've got that far, surely Andy could do something. There's just part of me that thinks it might be too much for him.
Well, I'll let you do your pick, and then I'll do mine.
So I'll go Sinner. I've got
gone for another number one seed.
I know.
So it's 2 tournaments in a row. Ben's got the number one.
I went the
seed
9th seed on the last one.
Well, the men's one, you've gone for number one each time.
I know. I went Rublev.
Well, I'm going to be going Batista and Gut to win the whole thing. He's going to beat Murray in the final as well.
Nice. I like it. Bit of Spanish flair. And we should move over to Spain. Those are...
Right, the wild card. We've not done the dark horse yet.
Well, Murray. I think it's obvious for both of us.
Yeah, Murray is going to be our dark horse for this tournament. It does pick itself. And obviously, my main pick will be Batista or Gut, and Ben's going to be Yannick Sinner.
Indeed, yeah. I'm just conscious of the time because I know that we are going on a little bit, and we've got
the final coming up. Indian Wells, Badoza in action against Azarenka. You don't want to miss it. Make sure to join us for that final. Should be epic.
Yes.
Over to Tenerife. This tournament, there's never been one before, so we don't have to look at any previous winners. But what we can have a look at is maybe some of the qualifiers for it. And the qualifiers I can confirm are this. We've got Donna Vekic. We've got Jacqueline Adina Christian, Vigeli, and Wang. Xinyu Wang.
Oh.
That means anything. Some wild cards. We've got Masarova, Parizes Diaz, which is great.
Nice.
And Stefanini as another wild card. The number 1 seed is going to be Svitolina, with the number 2 seed being Zdancic. Some other mentions, we've got Clara Towson in this one, Camilla Giorgi, Celibus Tormo. So not bad, but it's not the highest. Probably the weakest draw out of all of them.
Yeah, Kostyuk in there as well. Yes, I think we should stop speaking about it and start looking at it. Here we go. This is the top of the draw. We got Alina Svitolina. She is the number 1 seed. She has Maria Camila Osorio Solano as her first round opponent. And I believe she knocks her straight out and goes through. No buys in this tournament, are there?
No, there's no buys. I'll have Svitolina. I'm going to go Sharif.
Same.
Zheng and Clara Towson to knock out Heather Watson.
Yeah, I'm going the exact same ones.
Clara Towson.
Do you know Towson? I looked, just to have a check. She is quite close in the rankings with Heather Watson, but the odds on her to beat her, Heather Watson's at 5s, which is crazy. Like, they're not giving her any chance whatsoever to beat Towson, which, if you want a punt in this tournament, take a punt.
She's still going to lose, Ben. You say that, but then if you just put her through, then if you think she's
I'm saying if you want like a punt, like a bet, like
want to lose,
maybe. But
so Ben's saying is Clara Towson's going to win. But if you do want to bet, make sure you put Heather Watson because she's at very good odds, but she is going to lose. You could just lose at good odds.
I might get wrong. I might get my bracket wrong. So I think there's a possibility that she could do all right in that. She sometimes turns up, Heather Watson. So I'm going to have Clara Towson beating Zheng, though. And then I want to see Svitolina Towson. That's the match I want to see.
Yeah, that pick. I've definitely gone for that. I was always going to do it. Moving down, I'm going to go
Georgie. Van Uytvanck.
No, I'm going to... Has Bolsava been playing anything recently, Ben, or not? No, I'll go Camilla Georgie because I don't know.
I think so.
I'll go Van Uytvanck. I'm going to go Minin and Golubic at the end.
Yeah. I mean, Minin. God, that's good to see you putting Minin through. I like that.
Yeah, makes a change.
Bit of great.
I might go here. Alison Van Uytvanck to beat Georgie. Golubic to beat Minin. And I'm going to have that scenario. I'm going to knock some seeds out earlier.
Nah, for me, I mean, Van Uytvanck got to a final recently, but yeah. I think Georgie, even though she's on
she won. Van Uytvanck won.
Oh, did she win it in the end? Oh,
she won. She's a tournament champion then.
Apologies. I thought
you're putting a bit of disrespect on her name by not putting her through there against Georgie.
Who's it? Putin Saver she beat in her own backyard as well.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Well. Anyway,
This has got the makings of being a tournament where we don't know who's going to win it, and it's going to be someone a bit weird. So that's what I'm going to take into consideration when I do this. I'll be surprised if I have a big seed winning this event.
Apparently, George is a 3-0 head-to-head versus.
Well, it's going to be 3-1 soon, Gene.
Well, there you go. Moving down, Alison Risk, Donna Vekic. Nah, I think Risk on this one.
I'm going to go Kostyuk.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Parizas Diaz.
I'm going to go Anne Lee on that one.
I'm going to go Tormo in Spain. I'm
not actually so sure on that. I know that you're.
she's a bit rattled.
I'm going to go Gracheva. Yeah, I'm going to go Gracheva.
I'm then going to go Kostyuk. I'm going to go Tormo, and that's going to be a great one. Kostyuk Tormo in my quarterfinal.
Right, and then was this the last? No,
the last two sections.
This is the last.
We've got Zhang versus Wang at the top.
I'll go with Zhang.
I'm going to go with Wang.
Oh,
Wang to beat Zhang, Cornet to beat Vageli, Kaya Yuvan to beat Smydlova, and then I'm gonna go Zidansek.
Yeah, Zidansek for me. Kaya Yuvan, like her too. I think she goes out though. Zidansek beats.
Gonna go for that Slovakian matchup.
Yep.
I'm gonna go a bit different to you here again, Ben. Does that surprise you?
No, really. I think you're a big Yuvan fan.
Yeah, so. I'll be going Yuvan Cornet.
Oh, nice. It could happen. I think it's like you said, it's a bit of a pick'em this tournament. So move to the top again. And is this the quarters?
Yeah, quarterfinal. So Svitolina Tauson, we've both got that. I'm going to be going for. I'm going to go for Svitolina.
I think I want to take a punt on this one because I think it could pay off because a lot of people have Svitolina doing very well. I'm going to have Clara Tauson knocking out Svitolina.
Okay, I'm going to go Guljevic to beat Van Uytvanck.
Same, Guljevic.
Kostyuk Tormo. I'm going to go Kostyuk.
I'm going to have Gracheva to knock out Kostyuk.
At least Cornet, Kaya Yuvan. I'm going to go Kaya Yuvan to knock out Cornet.
Zidansek for me to knock out Zhang.
Oh, I'm not mad at that actually. Semi-finals, Svitolina Golubic. I'm going to go Svitolina. And then Marta Kostyuk versus Kaya Yuvan. I'm going to go Marta Kostyuk. So I'm going to be going for the all-Ukrainian final.
I'm going to have Golubic to knock out Tauson. And then I'm going to have Zidansek through defeating Gracheva. So a Golubic Zidansek final.
Okay, not mad at that either. So mine's all Ukrainian. I think this is going to be the change of the guard. This is Kostyuk's moment in the sun. She's going to win the whole event. I'm going Marta Kostyuk to win the whole thing and beat Svitolina in the final.
Would love that. That would be great. That would be that. I would be all up for that. I'm having Golubic as my champion.
Any reason behind that?
No, not really.
She's good. I do like her. She's played quite well. How did she do in Indian Wells?
Well, in Indian Wells, she didn't do great.
There.
She didn't
well.
do. She didn't do that great.
Wells.
She lost to she lost to Kalinskaya, but she did beat Vondrasova and Sakari. So it's a little bit of a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Is it an Alison risk though?
Yeah, she's not a risk I'm willing to take. Who? And who's your dark horse, JG? Let's get this over and done with.
My dark horse could be Kostyuk, but it's my winner, so I'll go for another one because I do have plenty of them. I'm probably going to go. My dark horse will be Kaya Yuvan. I feel like she always is.
Glacheva.
Okay. Not bad. Happy with that. So So that sums up our bracket preview video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, guys.
Oh,
Make sure to enter the Bracket League Game to Love on the tennis app. It's free to do so. There's going to be no prizes for these ones, but we're going to be bringing prizes soon for some of the upcoming ones. So make sure to join the league and enter. And good luck in the event, of course. Let's see who can win. Who's going to win the Kremlin Cups? Who's going to win the Tenerife Ladies Open? And who's going to win the European Open in Antwerp? Only one place to find out on Game to Love. We'll be covering as much of it as possible. But for now, back to Indian Wells because we're going to be covering the women's final, Badoza Azarenka. We're going to go prepare. Thanks for joining us on this one. Join the bracket. Like this video. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you very soon for more Game to Love action.
see you on the next one.